Sure,
Blocked
let's
until
do that.
departure. All clear. Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Bro, where the fuck is my shoe?
Let's get a move on.
Bola gun.
Weapons restrictions lifted. Beginning scan. Scanning Bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. Weapons detected. All weapons will be locked until departure. All
I think
clear.
we gotta connect us.
Welcome, Sam Porter Bridges.
Lol gamer. Oh man, I'm here to deliver Mama's corpse.
Delivery complete. Displaying performance evaluation. Request to join UCA. Registered. Awaiting Cupid connection.
Bro, Kojima, what you got me doing?
Please proceed into the facility with a cadaver. Good work. Please proceed into the facility with a cadaver.
Wicked.
Well, you certainly caught me with my pants down. Glad you could make it, Sam. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to alarm you, but I am what I am. Ah, please lay her down there. Still no sign of them.
You know your heart stops beating.
It stops every 21 minutes. I spend 3 minutes on the beach, and then return. 60 deaths and 60 resurrections per day. 60 opportunities to search the beach for my departed family. This is how I live. This is my life. So, while you've traveled to and from the sea an impressive number of times, my beach count is a little higher. 218,549. I see myself in that crater. My wife and my child. It's like looking at the shape of my heart. The doctors called it myocardial cordiformia. Mine is an especially unusual case. I have pictures. Care to see Hartman's heart-shaped heart? No, you really should. It doesn't run in the family. You know, I never came to terms with their loss. In the days that followed, I became obsessed with an idea that the beach is real and they are on it. I would induce cardiac arrest, 3 minutes at a time, and search for them, day after day after day.
Also, you could say goodbye.
Quite the opposite. It is said that everyone's beach is different. So what if everyone's afterlife is different too? I find the thought terrifying, spending eternity alone, which is why I decided to find my family and make sure to move on with them.
You mean die with them?
If death would see us reunited, then yes. But the repeated cardiac arrests took their toll on my heart. The muscle gradually deformed. And after a while, they started calling me the beach scientist. Hartman. I'm glad we could have this conversation. Oh. A body that doesn't necrotize. No sign of decomposition. It's as if she were still alive. The perfect mummy. An impeccable corpse.
Yes, Margaret Qualley is
What's
great.
wrong?
Bill Vick.
Where's the other thing we were supposed to bring? Ah, found it. Behold.
Wait, dead man.
It appears to be an umbilical cord. Human by the looks of it, I think.
It's an umbilical cord.
But this was no ordinary conduit between fetus and placenta. It looks more like a BT's tether. And this was Mama's? Yes. A body that doesn't necrotize and an umbilical cord connected to the beach. These are remarkable discoveries, Sam. Enough to set my sore heart racing.
5 minutes to cardiac arrest.
I apologize if our conversation gets cut short. I must go back to the beach and look for my wife and child. One person, one beach. That's the rule. But I'm the exception. My beach is connected to others, as if it were the beneficiary of a coronary bypass. Maybe this twisted heart of mine made it possible. All I know is that I will find them. Even if my every visit raises new questions, I'll have my answers one day. One day.
3 minutes to cardiac arrest.
The battlefields. The endless wars you found yourself trapped in. Why do World War-era soldiers wander the beach a century after they fell? Normally, the souls of the dead move on. The beach is just a corridor, a place through which they pass on the way to the other side. But if regret, resentment, a fervent desire to remain, if these feelings are powerful enough, they may give rise to an altogether different beach, a collective purgatory for an army of the damned.
Feeling that in the
Clifford
controller.
Unger. His misery and hatred, combined with your BB acting as some sort of catalyst, have brought these battlefields to our world.
2 minutes to cardiac arrest. Please proceed to a safe location.
It's just a theory.
You think Higgs is pulling the strings? Pulling all their strings?
Ensure you are in a stable position.
I don't know. But evidence does suggest that Higgs brought them here.
1 minute remaining. Please hold on to something secure.
Oh, before I forget, I have a favor to ask.
Activating lab security measures.
Could you just relax until I come back? Time stops on the beach, but not in the scene. Rest assured, it'll only feel like 3 minutes to you. We'll continue this shortly.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so we're supposed to... Dude, this cutscene is crazy. So we're just supposed to look around. Alright, I'm getting all of this. Okay, getting all these sweet, delicious likes. Collect all these points. Hey, it's Ludens. Hey, what is this? Like, that's awesome. Oh, it's a picture from PT. I'm so glad I could segue into this. Because, like, I want to give PT its flowers. At PT and the PS4. Wonder who that is. Harmon's daughter. Okay. Harmon's family. Hey, this is actually a good moment right now. What's with this death music? Hey, what's that? Is there there anything else up there? No? Okay, we got 25 seconds left. Yeah, we're just gonna chill for now. We're gonna watch you wake back up. I hope it's gonna be nice and creepy, because, like, I gotta let this cutscene play out, and then I'll get to talking about what I was wanting to talk about. So, just bear with me for a second.
Administering shock. Stand clear.
No luck. Visit 218,550. Oh,
That's
sorry,
how many times he's
where were
died?
you? I may be used to the 21-minute cycle, but for a first-time face-to-face meeting, there's just too much to cover in one go-around.
Can't be easy living like this.
Yes. And no. Now that I'm acclimated to it, it isn't especially onerous. Defecation, pollution, nutrition. Most of life's basic functions fit rather easily into a 21-minute time slot. Sleep is the tricky one. And intercourse, I suppose. Verbal or physical. Not that someone in my position has to worry much about either. Do you read, Sam?
I wonder if Hartman's gonna get a girlfriend in the second game.
Listen to music. Watch films. You know,
Yeah, I do all this stuff, Hartman.
I have a collection of music, television shows, some very interesting short films, and stories. Everything consumable within a 21-minute window. All from before the Death Stranding, of course. But honestly,
That's gotta be, like,
21 minutes
crazy
I
on your
spent here.
brain, though.
All downtime, nothing more. Time spent waiting to go back to the search. My body may be present, but my soul is on the beach. I'm already dead.
I know that feeling. Lost my family in an accident.
Well, I never expected you to.
This is a rather important cutscene. Hey, thanks, Hartman.
As it happens, I've read about your circumstances. I lost my family in an accident, too.
I felt that in the controller when he picked it up.
I was in the ICU having heart surgery, out of town, in the city. When it was clear that I was going to pull through, my wife took my daughter back to the house to collect some things for me. And then they were caught in the void outs. The city and the
Whoa, that
hospital
was a
were spared the
big
worst,
jolt in the controller.
but the shockwave knocked out the power and my life support. I woke up on the beach.
Okay, this is quite a lot to
The people who
upload,
died in the two void outs were there.
but I'm gathering my thoughts, trying to find out what I'm gonna say.
What happened? What's going on? I saw my wife and my daughter in the procession. Hey! It's me!
That's sad.
Where are you going? Wait!
Brought back to life.
Don't leave without me! No! Don't go!
He's being drugged back into life. Oh, wow.
The ICU's backup generator kicked in, and I was brought back to life by the defibrillator. Exactly 21 minutes after my heart had stopped. And that was the last time I saw my family. It's my damned heart's fault that we were torn apart. But it's also the reason I'll see them again someday. It defines me. I am Hartman. Ever since, I've walked the beaches of others. I follow my family's footsteps for a while, and when I get tired, I return here to continue my research. It's funny though. Even when my heart stops, the pain lingers. You have any family photographs, Sam? Pity.
5 minutes to cardiac arrest.
You mind telling me what I'm doing here before you go back to the beach?
Oh,
He just wiped away the
of course.
timer.
There's a prepper-owned station in this area. Our scientists stationed there are researching material from before the Death Stranding.
What kind of material?
The Earth has a long memory. It's trying to tell a story, one that goes back to the very beginning, one that not even the Death Stranding could erase. The scientists are all colleagues of mine from the earlier expedition. I'd like you to bring them onto the chiral network. Amelie proposed we establish our research posts along this belt. Despite a worldwide search, this is the only area known to contain fossils from the late Cretaceous period, when the dinosaurs died out. The assumption being that the last ones lived here, and here alone. You see, hiding in the Earth then are memories of a major mass extinction. Clues that could tell us how to survive our predicament. Certainly, that was Amelie's hope as part of the advanced team when she assigned our backup team here. The past informs the present and aids us in building the future. She was careful to impress that upon us before she went west.
3 minutes to cardiac arrest.
Shut up. I'm putting you on mute. Sometime later, we began to observe unusual activity in the tar belts outside Edgenot City. Vast quantities of tar began surfacing, spreading, consuming many of my colleagues, as well as a chiral way station. The whole incident defied explanation.
You think Higgs is to blame?
I don't know, but we needed that way station. It was essential to expanding the chiral network westward. That's why I'm asking you for your help in building a new one. It won't be much given the handful of equipment we've managed to scrape together. Nothing like the knot cities, that's for sure. But a knot is still a knot. Sam, I want you to use the Cupid to put the scientists on the network, then go to Amelie. Afterwards, we can get back to the important job of researching the deaths.
Nope, he's out. That's alright, he'll be back.
Don't worry about him, Sam. The air mat floor absorbs the impact. I'll unlock the door for you.
Is he gonna scratch the record? Yeah, this is the part where he scratches the record. And he has likes taken off. I lose 20. But then the Hardman gives me back that 20. Like, that's the only time in the game that the likes go down. Okay, now that I'm done with that...
You can grab
Come
the
on.
order at a delivery terminal.
Stop talking. Alright. So, what I wanted to say... what I wanted to say was that I want to give PT and the PS4 its flowers because that console like brought us a lot of good stuff, and you know, a lot of that stuff can still be played on the PS5, which is wonderful. But the point I'm trying to make is that PT did so much for us in the gaming industry. Like PT did so much that it it ended up inspiring like so many other games in the last 11 years and beyond that. But like I sometimes, imagine what PT would have been had it not got canceled and taken off the PSN 10 years ago. This baby is driving me crazy. So, yeah, like, I wonder what PT would have been like had it not got canceled, like Silent Hills and all that. Hopefully, like, with, what's coming up in the future, what's coming out later this year, we can get, a few more answers on, what Kojima was doing in PT with OD. I'm really looking forward to Death Stranding 2, and I really just am having a hard time
Have a
concentrating.
pleasant journey.
No, it's like I want to post another video about giving my flowers to PT and the PS4 because Phantom Pain and Ground Zeroes run on the PS4, and I just think that those games are just wonderful and pretty relevant nowadays with the fat orange peel that we have in the White House. But I'm gonna post another video with Ground Zeroes. Maybe I can get my thoughts out a little better there. But I'm like this game is tied to PT. Phantom Pain is tied to PT, and pretty much all of like Kojima's resume is tied to PT and Silent Hills. And I think that's great. And I want to celebrate that 10 years later. So let's see what we have to say in the comments, all right?